Welcome everyone. My name is Małgorzata Kosała, and on behalf of Magdalena Gorzelany Dziadkowiec, I will represent our team from Krakow University of Economics on the 38th International Business Information Management Association Conference. The subject of our virtual presentation is Labor Market Challenges in the Light of Changes Caused by Technological Development, a Student Perspective. The project's socio-economic consequences of the Fourth Industrial Revolution has been financed by the Ministry of Science and Education within Regional Initiative of Excellence Program. Let me start with the plan of presentation. In the first part, I will present research problem with the background of research questions. Next, I will talk about research methodology and the research result. The last part of the presentation will focus on research conclusions. Currently, there is an intensive development of digital technologies which affects many areas of social and economic life, for example, banking, administration, or education. Implementing digital technologies in the industry and institutions will need, of course, to keep up with changes, build up new expectations for employee qualifications. Undoubtedly, new technologies will radically change the nature of work in all industries and professions. The primary uncertainty stems from the questions: to what degree automatization will replace the workforce, how long it will take, and how far it will go. The main objective of the research was to analyze changes in the employment structure and competency needs for Industry 4.0 and 5.0. We present to you three selected research questions that accompanied the survey. Do technological changes affect the labor market? Do new categories of job position, new professions emerge? If so, what are they? What competencies will be required on the labor market? To the achievement of the research objective, the following were used: Scopus and Google Scholar research articles about databases on literature published from 2010 to 2021. The papers were filtered according to their usefulness for the purpose of the research keywords Industry 4.0, Industry 5.0, Industry 4.0 skills, Industry 5.0 skills. Literature, reports, and statistical data review were analyzed to identify changes in the labor market and competencies in demand for Industry 4.0 and 5.0. The questionnaire was addressed to a group of students of economics and technical fields with knowledge regarding Industry 4.0. The students were selected purposefully. They are the ones to enter the changing labor market shortly. Therefore, the stage reached knowledge on labor market changes from the perspective of students. Furthermore, the author conducted an original diagnostic survey using an original questionnaire with a respondent data section and close-ended questions. The objective of the survey was to investigate the effects of Industry 4.0 on the labor market. At this point, the questionnaire was a tool to collect facts and public opinion regarding the research problem. Responses were collected using the CAWI technique, CAWI. The questionnaire for the research was validated with a pilot survey where responses were asked about their understanding of the questions in the questionnaire and the correctness of their content. The questionnaire was posted on Google Drive, and the link to it was sent to 200 students of economics, technical, and medical universities. The research was conducted from May to October 2021. The response rate was 74.5%. The questionnaire consists of a personal data section and 6 questions proper. One of them was a polar question. The other 5 were more complex and used a 5-point Likert scale. The data and relationship were analyzed using Spearman's rank correlation coefficients. The hypotheses were then verified with the chi-square test for contingency tables. Along with the technological changes, new expectations in terms of employee competencies appear on the labor market. Industry 4.0 and 5.0 affect work and competency profiles. Hence, new employee competencies will be needed. To summarize, technical competencies will be much less important and personal competencies will grow more critical in the future. Changes in the desired competencies for Industry 4.0 and 5.0 are shown in figure and suggest that competencies evolve towards soft skills. The results of our research project suggest that the most demanded professions would be application developer, software analysts, information security analysts, and financial analysts. According to the respondents, managing directors and marketing and sales specialists would be appreciated as well. Students listed programming, complex problem solving, organizational skills, and design as the most desired skills required by the changing labor market. This chart showed the structure of changing competency needs due to the Industry 4.0 and 5.0 as a result of our research. Summarizing, as a result of research work, it was established that students believed technological change would affect the labor market. According to the students, technology would cause labor market changes and new professions would emerge. The new professions would involve only a small, specialized group, relatively few jobs, according to 65% of the respondents. 30% of the respondents believe the new professions to concern a very large number of jobs. The most demanded professions would be application developer, software analysts, information security analyst, and financial analyst. According to the respondents, managing directors and marketing and sales specialists would be appreciated as well. The results are consistent with the data in the report by the Polish Agency for Entrepreneurship Development. Students listed programming, complex problem solving, organizational skills, and design as the most desired skills required by the changing labor market. The study shows that the most demanded employee competencies in the next decade will be analytical and innovative thinking, creativity, initiative, flexibility, and emotional intelligence. In analyzing the responses, it was found that there are no differences in answers coming from women and men or various student groups. Likewise, there are minor differences in answers from students of humanities, medicine, and the other respondents. As we can see, changes in the labor market are evident. The advances in artificial intelligence and robotization fuel the demand for employees with scientific and technical education background, mostly programmers, technicians, and engineers. The demand exceeds the supply. The situation calls for informed guidelines of the social policy by the government together with employee and employer association. We need an adequate education system combined with competency support from the economically active to tackle the issue. Thank you for your attention. In case of any question, please contact with us via email.